So welcome to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because I'm trying something completely new. A voiceover. Usually I just let the visuals and the sounds of the workshop speak for themselves, but many of you have asked for more explanations, so I'll be guiding you through the process and sharing details about what I'm doing. However, I won't be talking the entire time. I only jump in with some commentary when there's something important to explain. So what this video is about. This is the first episode in a series where I'll be building an electric guitar from scratch. I'm not sure yet how many parts there will be, but today marks the beginning of the journey. Through this series, I'll take you through every step from assembling the body and neck to installing hardware and final setup. And just to make things interesting, spoiler alert, this build hasn't been completely injury-free. Ouch. At one point I accidentally drilled into my thumb. That's what happens when you work with power tools. Don't worry, I cut that part out of the video, but you'll notice later that my thumb is bandaged. So let this be a reminder, always be careful when working with power tools. A guitar with a story. The guitar body you see here is made from walnut and it has a special meaning to me. Last summer I milled it myself from a tree that once stood in my garden. Unfortunately, a storm brought it down, but instead of letting it go to waste, I decided to turn it into something that will last, a guitar. And this way a piece of tree and all the memories connected to it will live on. It once gave us plenty of delicious walnut for cakes and cookies, and now it will hopefully create beautiful music for many years to come. So what is happening today? Now let's talk about today's tasks. The body has already been routed and sanded up to 320 grits, and on the back you can still see some brown grain filler which hasn't been sanded off yet. I'll take care of that in the next few days before applying clear coat to enhance the wood grain. Today I'll be working on the following steps. I will attach the neck and the neck plate. I will drill the necessary holes in both, so the body and the neck, so that they can be securely connected together. Installing the bridge. This needs to be precisely aligned along the scale length, of course, and being fixed in place. And of course I will mount the tuning machines. This will go on to the headstock to prepare for stringing the guitar in a later step, and of course to align the neck alignment. So let's get started. With that said, let's jump into the build. I will let the video play the most of the time without commentary. But whenever something important happens, I'll come in with a voiceover and explain the process. I hope you enjoy this build series as much as I enjoy making it, so grab a coffee or a beer, sit back and let's get started. Here you can see me now cleaning up the holes. I use a little file and I will take a countersink bit to clean up the rest. And now you will see the neck for the first time, and I have to attach it to the body and to drill all the holes because the neck is not pre-drilled. So I have to clamp it to the body and take care that it is properly aligned and clamp it so that the holes can be drilled. Here I'm using a little drill bit to pre-tap the holes. Okay, now attention, this is the part where the injury will happen. And now finally the neck and the body will get married. And now I will use some masking tape to place the all-important scale length line to know where the bridge should be placed. Here you can see me burnishing the masking tape. Okay, and now we come to the most crucial part of this guitar build. This is one of the most important parts on any guitar build. We have to find the scale lengths, and because this is a strat type guitar, it is a long scale length, which means 25.5 inches, or in millimeters 648 millimeters. And you see me placing the ruler at the beginning of the nut on the first fret, and this part has to be done very precisely. And of course I will take my time, and it is better to measure 2 or 3 times to be sure, because this step is very important and must be done very precisely. Here I'm making my scale length line dots. I will do 3 or 4 of them to be absolutely sure to have a straight line in the end, and I will connect the dots to have a straight line. It is very important to take your time and to be absolutely precise. So the rule is measure twice, cut once. Now I will connect all the dots with a straight line. And here I'm checking once again if the scale length line is absolutely perfect and spot on, which it is. For this guitar build I will use a fixed bridge. So I have decided to take a Wilkinson M series bridge. In my opinion, this bridge is one of the best fixed bridges on the market, simply because the advantage is you can use it with the string ferrules if you want to drill through the body and to use the string ferrules. Or the second option is you can top load this bridge, and since I am not planning to drill through the guitar body, I will use the second option to use it as a top loader bridge. So in my opinion, this is one of the biggest advantages of this Wilkinson M series bridges, which is a non-tram bridge. It's a fixed bridge, and it's really, really well built, and the quality is really, really good. For this build, I've decided to go with golden hardware and a golden pickguard. So this is a little homage to the 80s Schecter Dream Machines. Okay, and here you see me once again with the ruler. Now I have to mark the neck alignment to find the proper center line of the neck, and of course for the bridge. And I will do this by marking the outer sides of the neck to the masking tape. You will see me drawing a small line on the masking tape, and for that it is very important that the ruler is absolutely straight along the whole neck on the upper and on the lower side. You will see what I mean in a minute. As always, take your time and don't hurry. Okay, since I have drawn the lines, the outer lines of the neck, and transferred them to the masking tape, I have to find the center, and this is simply done by measuring the distance of these two lines and divide it by 2. So the half of it is your center line, or the spot for the center line. Sorry, and my apologies for this bad camera angle, but if you have questions for this crucial part, because it is crucial as you have to place the bridge in the right spot, so please write into the comment section and I will try to explain it. To properly position the bridge using the scale length line, start by measuring exactly the 25.5 inches from the point where the high E string first begins to vibrate at the nut. And this is the front edge of the nut. Mark this point on the body, and this is your scale length reference line. So this is the part which we already have done. And now for the bridge, it is important to align the bridge so that the high E saddle is positioned as far forward as possible, and right at this 25.5-inch mark. This ensures that you have enough adjustment range to compensate for intonation later. Since the other saddles will be set slightly further back to compensate for string thickness and tension, this placement gives you the ideal starting point for proper intonation. So once aligned, secure the bridge in place and double check that it is perfectly parallel to the center line of the body. And this is what you see me doing here. But because of the bad camera angle, you will not see every detail. But I think it is clear why we have to find the center line. Because of that, we will place the bridge absolutely perfect. And for that, it was very important to find the exact point for the scale length line. And of course, if you have further questions for placing the bridge or finding the scale length, so feel free to ask in the comment section. Now you see me measuring the width of the bridge and dividing this by 2. I will have the center point for the bridge, and I'm transferring the dots to the masking tape to know the exact spot for the center of the bridge. Particularly, I will do the same with the bridge itself. I'm using a little bit of masking tape to locate the exact center of the bridge, and so it will be pretty easy to find the center on the masking tape of the body and the bridge. Here you see me checking all the dots on the masking tape of the body and of the bridge. Since I have found the right center for the bridge, I'm drawing the lines, the outer lines of the bridge placement to make it a little bit more easier to find the exact center spot for the bridge. Now I have to unscrew all the saddles from the bridge to locate the bridge in the right spot and to prepare it for drilling the holes into the body to fix the bridge to the body. And here you see me measuring once again the distance between all the lines. As I have mentioned before, always it's better to measure twice and cut once than the opposite. So finally I have found the right spot for the bridge, and I'm pre-tapping the holes for the drilling. So the bridge is placed successfully, and now let's screw in the saddles. With the bridge in place, I will check once again if the scale length is correct with the saddles of the bridge, which it is. Okay, so let's prepare for the next part, which are the tuning machines. And now I will install the tuning machines. Here I'm widening the drill holes a little bit for a smoother fit of the tuners. I also will use a countersink bit to clean up the holes. You see me fiddling a little bit with the tuner bushings, and this is in prepare for fixing the screws, and I'm taking care of being absolutely perfect in line. To be absolutely in line with the tuners, it's a pretty straightforward process. Take your straight edge and lean it towards the tuners, and when you're satisfied, just lock them in place and drill the holes. Here I'm using my center punch for the holes, just to be a little bit pre-tapped before drilling. And now I'm taking the original screws which was provided with the tuners, and I'm being really careful not to break the heads off, because these are tiny screws. In this part I will attach the two outer strings to the bridge, And as I have mentioned before, the big advantage of this bridge is that the strings can be top loaded, which I will do right now. And if you're asking right now, why is he only mounting the two outer strings? This is simply just to assure that the neck alignment is straight, and if necessary, a little bit of adjustment can be done to the neck. Here I am stringing and tuning the lower and the higher E string to pitch, just to check the intonation. So the guitar intonates perfectly. The bridge is in the absolute perfect spot. And now I will measure the string action with a string ruler guide, or a string action guide it's called. And the action is really super low. On the low E side it's about 1.3 millimeters, and on the high E side it is 1 millimeter. So this is for me personally way too low, but it gives me a good feel of the end result when the guitar is finished and set up. we are pretty much at the end for this episode, and what should I say? Thank you very much for watching and supporting me. I'm not pretty sure when the next episode will be uploaded, because I'm doing this in my free time, and there is not much of my free time, so I'm trying to do my best to upload the next episode in the next few weeks. And it would be nice if you're not subscribed to my channel, if you would subscribe and like. If you like what I see, give me a thumbs up. And I'm pretty sure that the guitar will be really great in the end result. So stay tuned for more content and keep watching. Thank you very much.